Hello, I'm Mrs. Summers. I teach first grade at Blythe Bower Elementary School. Please pause the video and get some paper and a pencil so you can work with me. I can use addition to solve word problems. Well, hello, Ruby. Thanks for joining us. This is Ruby. She is a beautiful painted lady butterfly. She is the butterfly who took a long time to fly, but she never gave up. She persevered. Some of you may know her or have seen her flying in your neighborhood, or some of the videos. You might have seen those as well. But Ruby's going to help us do a few math story problems today. If you have a difficult time learning our new skill, remember to persevere like Ruby. Never, ever give up. Here she is. We're so excited that she's now able to fly. She's going to go have a happy life, I hope. There she goes. Look at Ruby fly. Wow, she just flew up over the house. So bye-bye, Ruby. I hope you have a great life. She went off into the sky, into the wild blue yonder. Yay, it's a miracle. Ruby's going to help us solve some word problems today. How can we use addition to solve word problems? She's so excited. Here she goes. Now, our strategy today is going to be using 3 simple steps so we can complete our goal of learning how to solve addition problems using drawings and creating a matching equation. Step number 1 will be to read and find the clue words and the number amounts. And step number 2 is to create a drawing to show the problem. Step number 3 is writing the equation, which has our plus sign and our equal to sign. And you may need to refer back to this slide, rewind if you need to later on to look at the steps. So they're going to be here when you need to look back on it. Our math words for addition, look for these clue words: sum, in all, total, some more, join, all together, and. Those are words that will be in the stories that we're reading. You'll be looking for those clue words. Remember our addition equation that we're going to be writing today. You could write your addition equation up and down like you may have done some in kindergarten or some in the part of the first grade, right? But you can write them lots of ways. You see I've put 3 ways here that you could write with them. So this is the way that we're going to do today. Later on you might do them this way or you might do them this way. The difference between these two, they look sort of the same, but if you'll notice we have an add-in and then an add-in equals our sum. Sometimes people will write the sum and then the equal sign and then they'll put their add-in and add-in. It's okay. Both sides will be the same, just like this one. You could have 4 cookies. Your friend could have started with 2 cookies and then got 2 more and ended up with 4 just like you. They're equal. But anyway, today we're going to write our equations or number sentences like this. The I do. Watch me and listen carefully to see how I do this skill. Remember again, you can pause or rewind anytime to see something or hear something again. All right, here's story 1. Watch what I do. Ruby flew to visit 3 tulips. Then she flew to 5 roses. How many flowers did she visit in all? I remember that in all is what I'm looking for to make sure I'm adding things together, right? Okay, so I'm going to draw. Remember that you read you look for your numbers, right? You look at those clue words, and then you're going to draw your story, right, to match. And the way I'm going to draw it is I'm just going to draw circles instead of tulips. You could do sticks. You could do whatever's easier for you, but I'm going to just quickly draw 3 tulips because there are 3 tulips. I'm pretending those are my beautiful tulips. And 5 roses. Let me go ahead and put this down to match. Make sure I have the numbers to match. 3 tulips, 5 roses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's a funny one. 5. Okay. So I'll put my 5 down here. Okay. So we have 3 and we have 5. We want to know in all, the total, the sum amount of the flowers. So let's count together. I'm going to make a little mark just to make sure I don't miss any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there were 8. So then I'm going to write the total, the sum, how many flowers were all together. Here's my equation. 3 plus 5 equals 8. Thank you for watching. You did a great job. Now, story 2. Okay, so we're going to read again together. If you don't mind reading with me, that would be great. Ruby met one blue butterfly. Then along came some more butterflies. She met a total of 8 butterflies. How many butterflies joined Ruby and Little Blue? We want to know how many joined Ruby and Little Blue. We see here there's a total of 8. Total, that's the part, the sum. Our total or our sum is 8. We know she saw 8. We know first she met Little Blue. That was the first butterfly she saw, 1. But then some more came. We know we've got to get from 1 and then all the butterflies along the way that she saw, all the way to a total amount of 8. I'm going to figure that out by starting to count here with this 1 and then keep drawing and counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I know how many others joined, right? How many more joined them? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I do have 8. But how many are on this side? 1 is on this side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 on this side, 7 on this side. 1 plus 7 equals 8. That was easy, huh? All right, let's see what our next story of Ruby is about. And when we do that, we're going to let you do it with me. So what I need you to do is get your paper and pencil or your dry erase board and markers, something that you can do it with me, okay? If you need to pause again, if you didn't have a chance to get it earlier, go ahead and get that. All right, here we go. Let's start by reading our stories. Read it with me, big breath. Ruby drank some nectar from 3 flowers. Then she drank some nectar from 2 flowers. How many flowers did she visit all together? Okay. How many? We're wanting to know how many altogether. We're wanting to know this much right here, right? So Ruby drank some nectar from 3 flowers. Okay, 3. I'm going to go and write 3, and I'm going to draw quickly. 1, 2, 3. Here's our 3. And then it says she drank nectar from 2 flowers. So 1, 2. Did you get it? Okay, so you should have drawn your 3 and then your 2. Circles or sticks is fine. And then now you're writing your numbers, your add-ins, add-in plus add-in. So we have 3 plus 2. So let's count. You touch your pencil to your paper or whatever you're doing and make a little mark to make sure you don't get lost along the way. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our total amount, our sum, all together is 5. Great job. Now story 4. Ruby landed on some mushrooms. We don't know how many. Okay, some mushrooms. Thinking about that. Then she flew and landed on 2 more. 2 more mushrooms. Okay. The sum of mushrooms that she landed on was 9. How many mushrooms did Ruby land on first? We want to know that first amount. We don't know. We know it was some. But what do we know? We know that the sum was 9. Yeah. And we know that she landed on here, but it said 2 more. This was the 2 more, right? That's a funky 2. Sorry about that. Trying to fix it a little bit better. Okay. You might mess up on your 2 as well. That's okay. I'm persevering. All right. So 2. But we need to have 9, right? So let's just start with the 2 and keep adding till we get 9. Okay. So 2. And we'll draw and count. 2. I want you to do it too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we have 9. So we have our 2. How many more were added? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that what you got? If you didn't, that's okay. Persevere. Keep on trying. All right, so I have 7 plus 2 equals 9 is my equation or number sentence. And I know you have gotten that too, probably. So that's great. Woo! Ruby's flying and spinning for you. She's so proud of your hard work. Now you're going to try it. So you want to erase or find a new spot on your paper. All right, so here I'm going to give you a little bit of time. In fact, if you want to pause the video, you're welcome to do that so that you can have more time to work on it. I'll go ahead and read it for you, or you can read it with me too. Ruby saw 4 bluebirds. Next, she saw 2 robins. How many birds did Ruby see altogether? So remember, you're looking for those clue words. You're looking for the numbers. Go ahead and start on those. All right, so you should have seen that it was 4 bluebirds. I bet you've already drawn 4. And the 2 robins, right? So that's the 2. And then you're going to add them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I bet you've already done all of this. If you haven't, erase it, mark it out. It's okay. Persevere. We'll just keep on trying. All right, let's go to the next one. Look at her. She's so proud of you. She can't hardly stand it. She's just spinning for you. All right. This story here says, let's read it, and you're going to have time. Again, feel free to pause the video if you need to. Have extra time. Ruby saw 7 snails. Then she saw some more snails hiding under a bush. The total amount of snails she saw was 10. How many snails were hiding under the bush? Okay, she saw 7. Then she saw some more snails hiding under a bush. The total amount of snails was 10. I'm going to let you think for a minute. Again, you might want to pause the video and then do your work and then press play so you can check your answer. Right, you should have drawn 7 snails. That's what she saw. We didn't know how many more, right? So did you put your 10 though? You did know the total amount was 10. So you should have drawn your 7. Right? And then what you'll need to do, of course, is just to keep drawing and counting. So 7, 8, 9, 10. And it took 3 more. Did you get it? If you did, awesome. If you didn't, it's still awesome. You'll be figuring it out along the way. That's okay. Okay, look at her. She's still spinning for you. All right, so now you know a strategy for solving word problems. I can draw a picture. I can write an equation that matches, right? You're going to be looking for those clue words when you see story problems from now on. Our activities are, I want you to think of your own Ruby stories, just like I did, and you're going to create your own addition word problems. Make a matching equation to go with each one. You might like to go outside and pretend you're Ruby. As you pretend to be Ruby, what do you see? Take a piece of paper, write down or tally the living and non-living things Ruby would see, the living things like trees or flowers or bees or anything like that. Or she would see rocks or mailboxes. I don't know. But write down things, make your own story, and write the number equations, and then send me a picture of your work. I can't wait to see what you're doing. Also, Ruby can't wait. Look at her. She can't wait to have adventures, and you're going to be writing them for her next adventures and story problems. Remember, if you need to go back and review the tips or strategies, we have those. Ruby says to persevere, because later on, you're going to be using the same strategy for word problems with sums to 20. You also will be doing some subtraction problems too, so you're going to build on this skill. But persevere. Send me a picture of your work. I can't wait to see your math story problems. You did it. Yay!